group of mothers from Darlington have arrived in London after completing a 300-mile protest over the privatisation of health services. The march has taken 3 weeks, with stop-offs in more than 20 towns and cities, with union activists and other supporters joining the 6 women along the way. Well, our correspondent, Nomia Iqbal, has been speaking to some of the mums in Trafalgar Square.
Well, a few thousand people have joined here in London's Trafalgar Square. Behind us, Billy Bragg has just gone onto stage. He's one of the high-profile guests here, joining in with many people who are concerned about the privatisation of what they say the creeping privatisation of the NHS. So this was all organised, as you said, by a group of mothers from Darlington known as the Darling Mums, and I'm joined now by one of them, ultimate Darling Mum, known as Joanna Adams. Joanna, what's been your reaction to the turnout?
I am actually in awe of the numbers of people who've turned out today. It's amazing. I don't think I'll ever forget this day, ever.
What sort of stories have you been hearing?
We've heard stories about people who owe their lives to the NHS. We've heard people who've lost their lives because of the loss of an A&E. We've heard stories about people who had... I wouldn't have my children without the NHS. You know, there's a lot of personal stories about people's relationships.
It's been quite a trek. The protesters have taken in more than 20 cities and towns and walked more than 280 miles, lots of blisters, I imagine. Do you think it's been worth it?
I think well, first of all, it's been life-changing for many of us. I mean that sincerely. It's a life-changing thing. And yes, it's been worth it. Because behind us are thousands and thousands of people who feel just that little bit more empowered, just that little bit more inspired, just that little bit more listened to and a bit activated, and that's a success.
The Department of Health has rejected this claim of creeping privatisation, saying that the private sector only makes up about 6% of the NHS England budget. So do you think it's scaremongering when you say it's a creeping privatisation?
Well, it's 6% too much for a start off. It's £12.5 billion worth of services. They're closing ambulance stations. They're making nurses redundant. They're not paying nurses the measly 1% that they promised them. It's an obscenity, and you know what? We don't care what they say anymore. We know we see through them.
I think we should let Joanna go. She's about to go on stage just after Billy Bragg, who's just finished performing. This is expected to continue late into the evening, and the group of mothers say they will be handing in a petition for 1,000 signatures to Parliament later today.